Welcome to the Kool, the Kareem Matthews podcast. I'm Kareem Matthews here with my boy, my Ramley, point guard extraordinaire, fake ass DJ, world traveler, Mr. Rodney Lusain.
And mad NFL draft results.
Analyst.
Right.
Yeah, I had to represent today, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we've been taking so many strays the last couple of days in the media. Like, we can just jump right into it. Yeah, you playing the next on the clock shit?
Right.
Tonight's show studio is cold. They keep it that way because of the lights. Bruce Lee says.
Damn it.
Nah, cause we we've been the talk of football since the draft, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, just as a little background, if you've been hiding under a rock or don't watch football, we took Ty Simpson with the 13th pick, you know what I'm saying? It shocked everybody, including me. I knew we was interested, but not at 13. But Rod was infuriated. Like this the maddest I've seen him, you know what I'm saying, in a minute about the Rams. So I'm gonna let you go. Like I'm you know what I'm saying? This is your forum. And then I'll come in when you finish.
Yeah, man. I feel like this is back to back. So I don't know where to start, but Kareem sent me this draft breakdown from these two Rams analysts, not the coach and the GM, but from like the assistant GM and
Well,
this.
that was live. When I sent it to you, it was live.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I saw something on the LA Times about it like immediately thereafter.
Nah, it was live when I sent it to you. You know what I'm saying? They was answering, it was their response to the draft. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why I thought it was relevant because they was actually doing it when I sent you that link, that was live. You know what I'm saying? And they was responding to what had just happened, which is why I was like, yeah, because we just talking about this. This is what they saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was crazy to me because they sent like was that dude a young McVay or a young? The dude was a young somebody. McKay. Right. That's John. That's 49er people, right?
Nah. McVay's granddad was a 49er GM.
McKay did something too, though.
I feel like he was more of an announcer type. I feel like it was a couple of announcers named McKay, but it could have been a football.
Okay.
But you're right. When I saw his name, I was like, okay, this is some nepotism.
Right. And we good for that.
All right.
I mean, that's McVay.
Right. Nah.
That's why I was like, okay, we grooming another one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I want you to finish back to the draft, though, because you had some, you know what I'm saying? You had some points that I want you to get out.
Right. And so, I mean, shortly after, so I was setting up, Kareem is, I literally texted to him. I was like, yo, Rams draft optimism is like eternal. Like, whether we good, so many years we was terrible and the draft was our only hope. And so you was always on the prospects before me. Like, you know more about these dudes, you know who we want and all this stuff. And so we drafted a dude in the 6th round who Kareem loves, this wide receiver out of Miami.
From you.
And so he sends me that, and I'm like, okay, cool. That dude look cool, but now we salvaging, we putting it on this dude. Like, this the only dude we done drafted who we think it might be on the field next year.
Nah, the lineman too. but lineman ain't sexy. You know what I'm saying? But dude that we drafted is a guard tackle. Like he's probably gonna be our sixth lineman. Like when the season starts, behind the starters, it's gonna be him. He 24. You know what I'm saying? We stuck to our script. Most of these dudes are old, like ready to play right away, like that receiver. You know what I'm saying? He 24. And then he transferred there from Liberty, which is along the lines of what we like too. Dudes that started in smaller schools that transfer up. You know what I'm saying? Kobe did that. Josiah did that. Verse did that. Fist. Like that's, I feel
BY.
like we stuck, other than the QB, we stuck to our, you know what I'm saying? What we do. And the QB, we ain't never really, you know what I'm saying? This the first time this brass has went for QB. They inherited golf. And Stetson Bennett, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That was a shot at the dark. That was the first time they've been like, this is the QB we want coming out of college. They got Stafford. They saw a QB in the league that they wanted, and that turned out to be Stafford, and that was right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, the jury is out on how this, you know what I'm saying? We can't, that's the part I have a problem with, is we're not going to see a decision on this pick for 3 or 4 years. And we wanted something for next season. You know what I'm saying? So this pick still may not be wrong, but I think the timing is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like everyone but Les feels that way. Like McVay is trying to win now, so he not happy. Stafford is like, oh, so y'all drafting my backup? He not happy. Garoppolo not happy. Like no one is happy about this, but Les.
Nah, and they
You know what I'm
said
saying?
the whole rest of the team, like shit, verse or shit. Name anybody who's feeling like, dude, we supposed to be really going for this bowl next year, and y'all getting a dude who hopefully won't see the field.
Right. And it's crazy because we was talking about this before we started recording. What's the preseason gonna look like? And that's why when you said that, I was like, I want to see him taking every snap. Like every chance we get to get him in, he needs to be in. You know what I'm saying? Because in this red shirt period that he gonna have, however long it is, a year or two or whatever, when that time does come, he needs to be ready. You know what I'm saying? And they saying, you know what I'm saying, he came from our offense. His dad was a coach. Like he sat behind all them niggas at Bama for 4 years. He never left. Like he sat behind Milgrove. I don't know, somebody else he was behind that's in the league too. So supposedly he understands this red shirt
Could have
process
been
we about to
Bryce,
put.
right?
Who was it?
Could have been Bryce Young.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. I'm saying. So he understands the red shirt process and all that. He ain't gonna be a squeaky wheel, none of that. Like he needs to maximize this, and I need to see him in every moment that it ain't Stafford. You know what I'm saying? And Stafford's gonna play all the games, but like in training camp, I need to see him. You know what I'm saying? And all these preseason games, like I need 4 quarters out of him in these preseason games, like how we used to do whoever else it was. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna play during the season. So let me see him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, that's again, that don't have nothing to do with this season. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's the part I can't defend. To me, it's no defense on the argument that you could have got anything for next season, like anything, even a bad. But see, that's the thing, though. Do we want to do that? Do we want to just make a bad pick? You know what I'm saying? Just because it would have been Sadiq or the receiver from SC. Like those are the two people that people are saying we could have took that would have helped us for next season. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, looking at that, we took a tight end last year.
And we took a tight end this year.
And
In the
that's the other
second
part.
round, we was like,
And
let's
that's
try the tight end.
and that was the other part. You know what I'm saying? That was the other part that was kind of undefensible to me is that then we come back in the second round with a tight end. You know what I'm saying? So you could have took Sadiq first and then come back and take Ty Simpson. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he wouldn't have been there with that second round pick, but you could have used that second round pick to trade up. Again, that was the other part that takes away some of their defense is when you go draft a tight end. You know what I'm saying? Because you like we still want a tight end. We just don't want the best one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah. That was the other part that I was like, but then we draft a tight end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's I didn't like it. I did not like it. You know what I'm saying? It's I can't even I see what they talking about and I see what Les is saying, but I wouldn't have done. I mean, I don't know nobody else who would have done it. You know what I'm saying? Like we could have took anything to help us for next season with the 13th pick. You know what I'm saying? And see that's the thing. We said we needed receiver. You know what I'm saying? We needed O line. We wanted tight end, QB. We got all of that. It just wasn't in the order and the players that people wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody else was like, okay, so if the Rams had traded the 13th pick for McDuffie and drafted Ty Simpson at 29, would it be the same ruckus? You know what I'm saying? It probably wouldn't be. And that's basically the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
giving up for the two first round picks, you got a QB and a starting corner. I mean, again,
If you had used the 13th pick on McDuffie, then I think the ruckus would have started a month ago. It would have
on
been
going on giving up that high pick for McDuffie,
right.
because then Kansas City traded up to 6 to take Delane,
From LSU.
the only first round corner
Hmm.
who they hoping will be McDuffie. Because remember, I was asking you that back when we made that trade. Like, would you trade our third and fourth to guarantee that this 29th pick is going to be McDuffie? That's basically what we did. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then it turns out we wouldn't have been able to get a corner of that caliber at 29. Delane went 6, and then did no other corner go in the first round. So we were shrewd on that move, realizing the corner market, you know what I'm saying? The corner market wasn't going to have nothing for us at 13 or 29.
Right. And, from KC's perspective, I think, economics come in because we made McDuffie the highest
Pay corner,
ever.
something like that. He getting cake. But
And I don't
nah,
know if it was just corner. Like he might have got the most non-QB guaranteed money or
that's
something.
not him. It's somebody
Yeah.
else that just got that. A rusher. Oh, the dude, Will Anderson.
Okay.
He just got highest non-QB because they saying now Myles Garrett is gonna be like, hold up, what did he just get?
Right, but I think Will Anderson got signed after McDuffie. I don't Mc,
Yeah, he did. He
Mc
did.
I don't know if maybe it was just the highest paid corner ever,
I
but
think it probably is that. You know what I'm saying? Because McDuffie ain't near the numbers that Will Anderson. Will Anderson getting 50 a year.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. From Kansas City's perspective, they like, yeah, this dude that we drafted at number 6, ain't gonna be a Trent McDuffie, at least not right away. But we gonna be paying him.
He's gonna be way cheaper.
$30 million a year less, and they,
But see, thing about that is they did some shit about teams that trade up for corners. They was like, corners is not a position you trade up for. There's like the teams that have traded up for corners, those corners haven't panned out. So I feel like KC ended up getting desperate. You know what I'm saying? They traded McDuffie and they was like, we got to replace McDuffie. And it turns out that it's only one corner in this draft that could possibly, well, one first round corner, because who knows with these lower corners, what it's gonna be one of these lower ranked corners that turn out to be that nigga. Watch. But they were saying in the first round, it's only if we miss on Delane, we gonna be asked out corners for the first round. You know what I'm saying? So they jumped way high. But they were saying how they thought when they jumped up, did Arvell Reese go 5?
Yeah, something like that.
They thought they was jumping up to get him. You know what I'm saying? Because they was like, it ain't no way the Giants gonna take him because the Giants already had like 3 pass rushers. The nigga they took last year, Brian Burns, and your boy from Crenshaw, Thibodeau. So they thought the Giants was gonna pass on Averill Reese. So when they traded up, they thought they was gonna be getting Averill Reese. You know what I'm saying? So when he went, they had to take Delane.
So they gave up a third and a fourth. Kansas City.
They did. That's what we gave them.
To Cleveland to move
up.
We
gave them a third and a fourth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? We got more value for our third and our fourth. You know what I'm saying? They gave that up. They still don't know. We know. You know what I mean? We know what we got. But nah, it was crazy because that happened a couple times. Because with Mackay was on the phone with Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh was about to draft him. And then Philly jumped in front of them and called on the other phone. And Mackay was like, why is Philly calling? They got him on camera, you know what I'm saying? On the phone with Pittsburgh being like, why is Philly calling? And they like, because Philly just slid in front of Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, that having them on the phone that Pittsburgh was doing was an old technique. Before all these multiple phones and emails and shit, you would get a dude on the phone, and then the other teams wouldn't be able to reach him. So you get him on the phone like 10 minutes before it's time for y'all to pick, and then the other team's just trying to call him, and he can't, you know what I'm saying? He on the phone with y'all. But now everybody got all these different ways of reaching people. He was on the phone with Pittsburgh, but Philly called over here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow.
And somebody was like, why do you need to call? Like, what's the point of you calling him? Like, he don't have to give you permission to draft him. And
right.
I mean, he would be a fool to be like, "Nah, don't draft me. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to Pittsburgh." Like,
I mean, again, I feel like the call is to hold him up. You know what I'm saying? The call is so he don't get on the phone with no other teams. But that's an old technique because that people don't just have one line like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's why he's like, why is Philly calling? Because Philly called. You know what I'm saying? But Philly was like, hey, we're on the clock.
The call don't matter is my point.
Right. Nah, it don't, but it's a way of trying to hold him. You know what I'm saying? But again, it don't work no more because Philly still got in contact with him.
And Philly can still draft him even if he don't get on the phone. He can be on the phone with Pittsburgh.
Right.
You hear the noise. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do.
Right. The Philadelphia Eagles have traded up.
Have traded that nigga on the phone with another team.
Right. Have traded up for him. Who's on the phone with the other team that thought they was gonna be able to get him. Nah, it was crazy. It wasn't even really a crazy draft. It was the move that we made that was crazy, that had everybody talking, and that still has everybody talking. And it's funny because you said some shit about it because I was like, man, this is not us. Like we don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't usually be in the media like this. And what was your response? Do you remember?
Yeah, that we now the Cowboys. We them boys. We the ones that's in the news for all the wrong reasons, but we in the news. Like we relevant
Right.
as fuck. Like I log on to ESPN.com and they got like 2 headline stories about us on their main page. I don't have to go to the Rams page. It's a story about us calling Stetson to make sure he was cool with us drafting Ty Simpson. And it was another story about Ty Simpson saying he was having secret meetings with McVay. On First Take this morning, we was probably the lead story. Like that was the thing they wanted to talk about first. Was like, let's get your reaction to what the Rams did. And then after that, it was, are the Cowboys a Super Bowl contender? Like it was literally first
Wow.
question, what do you make of this Ty Simpson shit? And actually, the first question might have been about the Cowboys, but because the question at some point was, are the Cowboys a Super Bowl contender? And I think the first dude, Schrager, was like, yes, they are. The second dude, which was the QB from Connecticut, Orlowski, he was like, because I think Schrager was like, the NFC is so wide open. Yes. And Orlowski was like, the NFC is not wide open. The NFC is
Right.
the Rams. The NFC
And
is the
Seattle.
Rams to lose. Like the
And
Rams.
Seattle.
And that was Stephen A's point. Stephen A kept being like, Seattle, Seattle. And Orlowski was like, man, first of all, they lost their old coordinator. They lost 3 or 4 starters on D. And the Rams was better than them last year. They just bounce of the ball or whatever. And the Rams have gotten demonstrably better. They addressed they one thing. So Orlowski was like, nah, it's the Rams. And Stephen A, was like, the Rams are dope and, whatever. But, essentially saying put some respect on Seattle's name. So anyway, all that to
Agree
say,
with that. I agree with that. Everything you just said on both sides, because we can be head and shoulders better than Seattle, but they could still be the second best team. Because that's how it was last year. But we was very close. We wasn't like way better than them. But if we were better than them, they was second and they won the bowl. So I think we did get better, and I think they did take a hit, but I still think they the second best team. You know what I'm saying? They didn't lose that much.
well,
They
Stephen
just lost.
A was saying they should be one.
Now I'm not saying that. I don't think they was ever one. I don't think they was one last year. Still, y'all just got the trophy.
Right. But now we at the top of the news cycle. And so, I think one of the points I made to you was if we had beat the Rams, lost a game to Atlanta last year on Monday night. After we lost to Seattle on a Thursday night, the next game was against Atlanta, a team whose pick we had. We had every reason to want to beat them. Rams were still trying to lock up the 4 seed. Like they ended up losing that game and got to a point where the Rams needed help. They needed help to get back to the 4 seed or the 5th seed to keep us out of being 6th and having to play Philly first round, which Frisco was like, well, I ain't no big deal anyway. But all that to say, we lost that game to Atlanta, and that ended up improving Atlanta's draft position from 13th, which is the pick that
From
we
11 to 13.
From 11 to 13, right.
And it's crazy because all that happened after Puka was messing with the Jews. You know what I'm saying? That was all after that. The Seattle game was the next game after, or it may have been that going into that week.
The Seattle week?
Yeah, that he started all that shit. And then they got that extra point off the helmet. All that crazy shit happened in that game. Then the next week, we lose to Atlanta. And we really never recovered. You know what I'm saying? We won our one playoff game against Chicago, but in all the close moments after that, we
Nah, we won 2 playoff games. We beat
okay.
Carolina and Chicago.
Right.
I mean,
Carolina.
right. But so, if we beat Atlanta like we were supposed to, then our pick is 11th. Miami moves down to 12. The Cowboys would have been 13. The Cowboys ended up trading from 12th to 11th to draft Caleb Downs. And they didn't give Miami a lot. Like they gave Miami 2 fifth-round picks. Because I looked at that. My whole analysis at that point was like, we should have been in the 11th spot. And we should have been fielding all those calls about dude.
Well, they said people called us about 13.
I'm sure.
They said people called us about 13, and we was like, nah, we're cool. You know what I'm saying? Which even made it more like to me, that made their conviction even stronger. Because I had said my best case scenario was us trading the 17 with Detroit. Because Detroit wanted to move up for an old lineman, you know what I'm saying? But Miami took the dude they wanted at 11. That offensive lineman from Alabama is
Well,
who.
they took him at 12 after they
Okay,
traded down. Dallas went up to 11 and got Caleb Downs.
Caleb Downs. Okay,
And it's
Detroit
like
wanted.
whatever you wanted at 13. I mean, whatever you wanted at 13. I mean, it was clear teams had a dude they wanted. But Caleb Downs was supposed to be top 5, 6. Really? He ain't.
Because
I
they had
thought
Sonny Styles and
Gabriel Reese.
right. And Caleb Downs is a safety.
Right.
Them other dudes is linebackers, you know what I'm saying? And one
Right.
of them is a rush in,
Gabriel Reese.
potentially. He gonna start at middle linebacker though.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Micah did. And that's what they saying. The comparisons is to Micah. When Micah first started with the Cowboys, he was the middle linebacker. Then he slowly moved to end. He would rush for middle linebacker. Like on third, he would line up and rush, but he started playing middle. It wasn't until like his second, third year that it was like, all right, nigga, you just an end. Fuck it, just rush. So they saying now that the Giants, because the Giants got so many dudes, they said they gonna start him at middle, then Thibodeau gonna bounce, then he gonna get more runs there. Then there's like in 2, 3 years, who knows what's gonna happen with Brian Burns? They say eventually it's gonna be him and Abdul as they pass rushers. Eventually, but for next year, you run middle, Avriel. You know what I'm saying? Which is freaky for Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Harbaugh knows how to get that off. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Did the Giants get an A for their
Yes,
draft?
they did. I don't even know, but they did. I ain't looked at no grades, but them and the Jets.
Well, the Jets I saw got an A minus.
Them and the Jets did great. Because they both had multiple first round picks.
Kuiper gave Cleveland an A, Dallas an
Raiders.
A, the Raiders an A, Philly an A, the Jets an A minus. The Giants didn't get the Giants got a B plus from Kuiper. So Dallas's draft is getting, plauded. Like, whoever this other dude that they got from Central Florida or South Florida,
Okay, he was a
Malachi
reach.
Lawrence.
He was a reach, but they defensive coordinator or some dude they just added to their defensive staff they got from his college.
He's like 35, 36 off of Philly staff.
Oh,
Dallas,
is that?
Dallas is D coordinator. Dallas probably got a
Well,
young.
nah. Then it's not him then, but it's somebody on their defensive staff was just at UCF.
Oh, okay.
So he knows this dude.
It might
You know
be
what I'm
the
saying?
same dude because they was talking. I remember that story, but he was with Philly last year. I don't know how long he was with Philly. And this
Okay, well
dude,
it couldn't be that long. Because dude,
Malachi Lawrence is not a young dude, right? Like, hadn't he been in college for a minute?
I
Maybe.
don't know. I don't know. I just know they had that relationship with him, and that's why you know what I'm saying. Because he was a reach. He was a second round prospect
Right. So
that they
that don't
took.
explain why they getting an A. I think they're getting an A because they love this Caleb Downs pick, like for the value and just for
Yeah, nah, they got credit for
yeah.
that. But didn't they get somebody? They got like two linemen, right?
Yeah, they got an edge from Michigan in the third round. They got an O lineman from Penn State, a cornerback from Florida, another edge rusher from Bama. They didn't have no second round pick. So they freaked it with 2 firsts, a third, and fourth, 3/4. If they freaked it. I mean,
Right,
you know,
right. It was funny because when you was reading off all them grades, I was like, listen to the teams that you naming. The only one that you named was Philly that's ever done anything. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you don't want to get an A. You know what I'm saying? Like that, them teams is gonna be there next year. The Jets was probably last year. Love they draft. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Philly is the only team in there that I'm like, okay, them having a good draft really means something. And it's crazy because the Jets got 3 first round picks again next year. They had 3 this year, and I loved them all. I text you like the Jets damn near got the draft I want. Other than they first dude, I think they first dude was one of the Ohio State dudes.
David
No,
David Bailey from
okay,
Texas
the rusher
Tech.
from Texas Tech. Okay, he was at Stanford, but Stanford was playing him out of position. You know what I'm saying? So he transferred to Texas Tech, and they was trying to be like, because they try to throw out there that he don't play hard, but they say only the tape that you can see that he's not playing hard was at Stanford. So his rebuttal to that could be like, because these niggas wasn't using me right. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't gonna blow my knee out or no shit, knowing I'm going next year I'm gonna be where they're using me right. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was his backstory. But nah, other than him, they took Sadiq. Then they traded back in the first round to take the receiver I was telling you about from Indiana,
Right. Then they,
who then they took the corner I was telling you about from Indiana with the 45-inch vertical. And his comp was Aaron Glenn. Like they've been playing that clip. Because when
mm,
they drafted him, Schrager put up there his comp, Aaron Glenn, and they got Aaron Glenn watching him say that when they drafted him. Like during the breakdown, it was like, this dude plays like his coach. You know what I'm saying? It was like, he's short, but he's not little. You know what I'm saying? That's why everything I was telling you. They was like, this dude hits. And then they got a video of Aaron Glenn watching it, just like, because at the end, Schrager was like, break out those old Aaron Glenn highlights. And Aaron Glenn was just like, yeah, but shit, Aaron Glenn better hope he ball, because if not, he's fired. But
and
nah,
I mean, 3 of the teams that got A's led off with dudes that we could have had. Dallas got an A. I mean, I feel like an asshole for continuing to bring up that we should have been drafting 11th when
right,
obviously that was back in December, and I'm still harping on it, and I didn't harp on it a whole lot when it happened,
right. But
but
we mentioned it,
now that we see that, you're for sure we did, yeah,
because at that point, we was looking at a top 10 pick easy. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't thinking it was no way we was gonna be this low, because we was supposed to smash Atlanta that night.
and make them have another loss the next week, like
Right,
we,
because I think they won that next week.
yeah, they finished 8-9, like they whole division, I think,
They
finished
was right. They decided who went.
right.
You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
decided who got to go.
Right. But nah, Caleb Downs. Philly gets an A by taking Makai Lemon first.
Mm.
The Jets taking Sadiq. So
Well, that wasn't their first pick though,
it wasn't.
but that could have been our first pick.
Right. And they showed some aggression, which I felt like round 2, we got caught sleeping. I don't know that we were going to take the linebacker from Texas.
But clearly, who was that traded in front of us?
Tennessee, I think.
Clearly, Tennessee thought we was.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? Clearly, Tennessee thought we was because they traded in front of us. Because that's why when it happened, I was like, oh, this nigga was right. We did want that linebacker because why would they trade there? You know what I'm saying? Why would they trade there to take him? So clearly, someone thought that linebacker will fit with us. Because we were sitting right there like, and Tennessee was like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? They did what Philly did to Pittsburgh.
Right.
Nah, that's why when that happened, I was like, okay, nah. Clearly, someone was tipped off that we like that linebacker. So if you want that linebacker, you need to go in front of them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so would you have wanted to trade up for him?
I'm trying to backtrack now and see who from Buffalo.
Buffalo traded the pick?
Yeah. Because I'm just like, all right, like if you really want him and he there, and Buffalo is entertaining calls, Buffalo ain't gonna draft him.
You would have traded up that one spot?
Because I guess Buffalo might have went back right behind us. Nah, okay.
See?
So Buffalo drafted 62nd, but we drafted dude 61st, the tight end from Ohio State. Buffalo drafted 62nd, but that pick was from Denver, and they took a corner from
Ohio State. I liked him. Ebelson. He's 6'3".
Right.
Oh, when I saw that, I was like, wait. Y'all was looking at Ohio State tape for this damn tight end. Y'all didn't see him?
Right.
Nah, he went right after the 6'3" corner from Ohio State. Him. The other thing they do other than receiver is corner. You know what I'm saying? Not tight end.
Right.
Nah, when I saw that, first we get traded in front of for the linebacker, then we take a random tight end, then the next team takes the big corner. That's the one thing we don't have. Ugh.
Yeah.
But from then on, I thought we did good. You know what I'm saying? But nah, when that happened, right? That right there, because I think that was on Friday. No, that was on Saturday. Friday, I was pissed.
No, that was Friday. Oh, Friday is second and third round. So all this shit with the tight end, all that was.
So the first round pick was Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, they fucked 2 days up then. Thursday, I was pissed. And Friday, when that happened, I was like, man.
Right. So by the time Saturday rolled around, I was like, fuck the draft. I'm not paying attention. Like it was finally, I think, right before you texted me about the receiver, I saw that we traded up or something. And I was like, oh damn, I think that I didn't turn to ESPN for the 4th round or 5th round. Like I didn't watch a single pick. I didn't follow it. And I was just sitting
there. We didn't have no picks.
Right. Well, that's part of the reason.
Yeah, we didn't have no 4th or 5th. We didn't come back to the 6th.
Right. No, we didn't even have a 6. We traded into the 6th. We have 4 7th-round picks.
Okay, so we got the receiver in the 6th. So we traded the 2 7s for him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. We swapped our. Oh no, we didn't swap our 6. We just gave up 2 7s to get that 6.
Right.
Okay. Because P was like, "Damn, we gave up 2 7s for him." And I'm like, "Nigga, 2 7th-round picks ain't making the team." You know what I'm saying? But this dude is.
Right. So by the time Saturday rolled around, I was like, fuck this draft. And then Lennon just happened to be home, and I was gonna say to her, like, let's run to the draft real quick. Like, let's go check out this setup, like this
Mm.
draft house. And
Because I was gonna ask you if you wanted to do that.
on
I was gonna
Saturday,
ask, yeah, I was gonna ask you, did you want to go Saturday? Because P went the first day. Remember, I told you.
yeah.
And I asked him how it was, and he was hyped about it.
Mm,
And that's why I was like, well, damn. Then I asked him, how long is it? Is it going to be the whole weekend? He's like, I think so. Then I was like,
yeah.
damn, we might want to try to fuck with it on Saturday.
It was
But I
open
never asked
until like Saturday at 6 p.m. Like I was sitting there looking at like, all right, shit's open till 6. I was like, I got till basically 4 o'clock to be like, all right, Lennon, let's go. And at that point, I was just like, I need my mood to change in order to do it. And my mood never changed. Because by
him. Nah,
Saturday, I was hot. By Saturday is when you started texting me. And I was like, man, fuck
fuck the
this guy.
Rams, fuck this draft, fuck the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because how you were saying how your draft optimism, because I woke up Saturday like, man, we gotta do something. Like I was so pissed from Thursday and Friday because, man, when you brought up how that second, third round shit went, I was like, oh yeah, because that's how I knew exactly who went after we picked that tight end. Because when they picked that tight end and then the next pick was Ebelson, I was like, ah! You know what I'm saying? So Saturday, I woke up like, dude, we gotta freak this. We gotta come out of this draft with something. You know what I'm saying? And then the next 3 dudes we took, I was like, okay, like, all right, y'all back on track. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because you was like, man, we banking our whole draft on a 6th-round receiver. And I'm like, hey, we got Puka in the 5th. You know what I'm saying? So if dude is half a Puka, you know what I mean? That's a win. And
But
then
Puka, we wasn't banking our draft on Puka. Puka came in with BY and Kobe. Like, I mean,
and it's funny because they were speaking on that how Puka was our third of the 5 5th-round picks. We took 2 other dudes before Puka.
in
You
the
know what I'm
fifth.
saying? Yeah, in the 5th. So
Right.
we wasn't even sure about Puka. It wasn't like we took Puka, then, you know what I'm saying, whoever else and whoever else. Because I think the other 2 dudes are still on the squad. I want to say one of them may be that tackle, McClendon,
That would have been 2023.
and then maybe a tight end.
Oh, right.
Davis Allen.
Right. Who they were saying is the odd man out.
Right now? Because I was
Going,
hearing it was Higbee.
going into the future. Well, Higby, we signed for 2. Yeah, we took an edge who we just traded, Nick Hampton.
First, 5th.
First, 5th was Nick Hampton, Warren McClendon. Oh, damn. Then Davis Allen. So
So
Puka, he was the
we have
4th pick.
4. Wow. So it was McClendon.
He was the 4th pick of the 5th round for us.
So that tells you what we thought. Our organization. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when we about to come up with a steal,
He was the last pick of the 5th round.
Puka. So damn near a 6th-round pick.
Right.
Like, dude.
But you was on him. I remember
Nah.
you texted me. It was like he a Samoan Debo.
Right. And that was an understatement. He like, man, please, I'm fading Debo. Debo wish he had some of this. You know what I'm saying? Nah, and that's kind of how, man. I don't want to put that on dudes because that's hard to put on anybody. You know what I'm saying? But him and Puka match up eerily similar, and him and Devontae. You know what I'm saying? He's 6'2", 205. Puka's like 215, but that's now. Coming out, Puka was probably a little less than that. You know what I'm saying? They both ran a 4.5. And it's like that's what they say about dude. They like, he don't have breakaway speed, but like Puka wasn't supposed to have breakaway speed. And you ain't never seen Puka get ran down. You know what I'm saying? It's like that Jerry Rice shit.
Right.
And
Or
then he was
Marcus Allen.
right. And then he was doing it at the U. Like that first catch on this shit was like from the first game of the season. That was against Notre Dame. You know what I'm saying?
And that was the only cool. I mean, that was cool as hell. The rest of the shit I saw was like Bethune Cookman and whatnot.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because I mean they went to the chip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, he got a chance. He got a chance. And it was crazy because they was talking about what would we have gotten from Makai or that tight end. Like they was like, okay, if they had taken them, because they was basically saying from that wide receiver position, you basically can say 50 receptions for 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like that's what a rookie receiver in that range would get you. You know what I'm saying? Then they was like, is that available for us?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's 50 receptions. And then they was like, Mumfield and Whittington caught like 30 combined last year.
I'm about to look that up right now.
You know what I'm saying? So the average for a receiver in that spot is 50, 504. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably what JSN did his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? Like, and look, that's JSN. You know what I'm saying? And then the two young receivers we got together didn't do that. So is a rookie gonna come in? Is Makai that? And then the tight end. Same thing with the tight end numbers. The tight end numbers is even a little less, of course, than what a rookie receiver would come in and do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, it's 30 receptions for 400 yards there for Sadiq. You know what I'm saying? With the tight ends that we got. And so that kind of had me like, okay, like don't get me wrong, I would have loved to see what one of them niggas would have done. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? But how they put it was like, okay, it wasn't no guarantee that, you know what I'm saying, one of those dudes was gonna have come in and have the kind of season that was gonna make it be like, this made us better than Seattle. You know what I'm saying? So,
And all we need is a play or two.
nah,
Like that last drive where we ended up kicking the field goal. We kicked the field goal late, right? And then gambled on being able to get the ball back against Seattle. We lost 31-27. So I guess it was 31-24. And we was inside the 10.
right. And we kicked the field goal, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
Or did we? We might have been down 31-27. Man. So
You need to call Lennon. Hey, Lennon, how did that shit go again?
Yeah. I just know in that last series of downs where we stalled on the goal line, probably the first pass of that last series was to Mumfield. and he was
Okay.
low
No.
key open. And
But it was like, why is he on the field?
Stafford didn't give him a great ball or even a good ball. Play by play, fourth quarter, 31. So it's 31-27. Yeah, we went for it. Cass was saying kick the field goal, and so when you get it back, all you need is another field goal. Because we did get the ball back. And we did pick up yards. But yeah.
Nah, because I heard somebody else saying that same thing that you just said about, when they in the playoffs and they got a close game, one of those dudes could have made a play. You know what I'm saying? Sadiq or Makai. And then they was like, you're gonna be playing, it's a good chance you can play against Makai in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Not only didn't you get him, you could see him down the road.
Yeah, 2nd and 4 at Seattle 6. We threw some shit to Kanate Mumfield.
Yeah, I remember that at the moment. Like, dude, I like Kanate. Don't get me wrong, but not now. You know what I'm saying? Throw that to Puka, nigga, or Devontae.
Right. So yeah, even if they didn't get all 50 receptions or 4 touchdowns, I mean, it's just like, dude, can you give us one play when we gotta have it?
Nah, someone mentioned that. And that's fair. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and because even when you was like Micah Downs, is that his name? Whatever the dude Dallas drafted.
Oh yeah. Caleb Downs, ain't it?
Caleb Downs. And I was like, he was top 5 or 6, and you was like, he a safety. Because I was telling you in text, I was like, Eamon Wari, is that Seattle's
Oh,
dude?
right.
And
That's a good comparison.
and it ain't like, I mean, he wasn't killing. Like we scored damn near at will against Seattle. But Eamon Wari made probably 3 or 4 plays that in the final analysis, in the moment you didn't. I mean, actually, in the moment, I think I said to you, dude, stop throwing at his man. Like whoever he's guarding, go somewhere else.
He was like, why we keep throwing at their best player?
Right. And so, I mean, just even a safety, Caleb Downs or whomever, it's like, dude, if you could just make them couple of plays we need.
See, it's funny because we just re-signed our safeties.
And I like our safeties, but if Caleb Downs is that dude, like I don't even know if he's that dude. I don't pay attention.
Right. He would have to be better than Lake and your boy,
Cam
Kitchen.
Kitchens and
Curl.
Cam Kitchens and Curl. Right.
And Lake.
Huh?
And Lake.
And we got a Mac.
McCullough.
I think, yeah.
He's a safety. Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like Downs, he's toolsy. All these dudes from Ohio State was toolsy. It's funny because him and Styles was like the same size, same weight, both ran 4.45. Like they was identical, but one was a linebacker, one was a safety. You know what I'm saying? But they were saying how Styles came there as a safety, and they bulked him up to a linebacker. So, they all had the numbers, all the Ohio State dudes. But what made dude drop was their receiver went high.
Oh, right. Tate.
Yeah, he went before all of them. He wasn't supposed to be. He was supposed to be the last one to go. It ended up being Caleb Downs was the last one to go. That receiver was supposed to be the last one to go. He ended up being the first one to go. He went before all of them.
Right.
And that's what started that. That's what started they safety slide. It was like, okay, well now all these dudes still gonna go before you. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't supposed to go before y'all.
Right.
But I mean,
No,
ain't nobody gonna be mad if you say I took a receiver from Ohio State in the first round. They're like, all right, let's see how that turns out.
and even if we didn't use it on Caleb Downs, like
We could have traded down.
which
Dudes wanted that spot
which is what Dallas did, but they only gave 2 5th-round picks
to trade down, but we
to
didn't have 2 fifths. You know what I'm saying? We could have had 2 fifths, found 2 more Pukas.
and Ty Simpson,
Right. What number did Sadiq go?
16th.
Okay, because I was saying trade down to 17 with Detroit, and we could have still got him.
Yeah, the Jets traded into that spot.
Uh,
Indianapolis was there, so you knew Indy wasn't taking no.
tight end. They like, we just freaked that last year.
Nah, and that's what the Rams should be saying.
Right. But we still don't know. And that was my thing about bringing in another tight end, but I would have done that as opposed to bringing a QB.
Right, but they like that just locks in because I think McVay even said it. He was like, we didn't start going 13 till like middle of the season
Right.
after Puka went down or whatever.
Right.
He was like, if we're gonna try to do that from the beginning, then we need a rotation of these dudes. Which once again could have been Sadiq, but
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with you saying we need tight end, but why don't you take the best tight end and then because he was the one that was saying we could have took Drew Eller. You know what I'm saying? If, if you wanted to just have a prospect ass QB, it didn't have to be Ty Simpson. We could have had Eller in like the 4th round after getting Sadiq. And
right,
wouldn't nobody have been mad at that?
or Nussmeier, or I mean, it was all kind of
QBs out there.
because at one point in time, this year was supposed to be a killer QB draft,
Right. Because they thought Arch was going to be in it.
right?
And then some of these dudes didn't pan out. Like Drew Eller, they had him as the #1 pick at the end of last year.
Right.
Right. That's why Penn State fired their coach. Like none of this shit is working out.
Right. Nah. I mean, especially with somebody like with the measurables, like Drew Aller fits the profile. Like,
Right. Now that's what I'm saying. He a better prospect,
you
on
called him
paper than
Dieter Brock.
huh?
You call Ty Simpson Dieter Brock.
2.0. Yeah, man, these little QBs, you know what I'm saying? Because they were saying how NFL's out on little QBs again after like Kyler Murray, Bryce Young. They listed a few of them that was like, okay, that shit is over. You know what I'm saying? I was like, here we go. All I keep thinking is Baker. You know what I'm saying? That's in my mind, I'm envisioning, I'm like, that's Ty Simpson's ceiling. Can we turn him into a Baker? You know what I'm saying? That's what I envision. Like, but that's his ceiling in my mind. But I'll take that. You know what I mean? If we can turn this nigga into a Baker, because Baker's like 6'1", like that's the only one I can think of right now that is working with. Because Kyler got, you know what I mean? Kyler's on the move. Bryce, I don't know if he gonna get a new one. Russ was cool for a minute. Because they said he can move, you know what I'm saying? He scrambles like, he ain't no Lamar Jackson, but he ain't just a pocket passer like that. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what he can be, and all I keep thinking is I think Baker would be his max. Like if we could get him into a Baker.
Nah, and I mean, shit.
We
That's
had
what
Baker. We helped groom Baker in the Baker in like 4 weeks. So again, we're gonna be able to train this dude for a couple years, and that's what I'm saying. I want him getting all the reps. We need to see him getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you see how he hooking Mumpfield up? He making Canante look like he should be starting. Look how
Yeah,
he's freaking Ferguson.
and I'm on the other end of that.
You
I
don't
don't.
ever want to see him.
I'm my
You want to
ideal
see
scenario,
Stedman?
huh?
You want to see Stedman?
My ideal scenario is he comes in to mini camp and all this other shit, and it's just like, oh, he's that dude. Like he ready. Like he ain't Stafford, but he just come in and he like, nigga, I'm what else do y'all need to see other than me doing in a game? I want him
Nah,
to come in and establish and be like, I'm so much better than Stetson Bailey that y'all ain't gonna risk me during the preseason. Like y'all already know. Like I got enough to be able to get in a game and make it happen. You ain't
I
seen
want to
it.
see him in the preseason because we ain't risking nothing. You not playing. You know what I'm saying? I
Nah,
don't care what you come in and do. And it's funny because they were saying that's why McVay was acting. McVay say that's why he was acting like that at the press conference because he didn't want to act all hype for some rookie, and we got the MVP. You know what I'm saying? He there at the press conference like, yeah, we drafted this nigga. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? How's that gonna make Stafford feel? And I felt that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. He said McVay was like, nah, because he said it at the thing. He's like, Matt Stafford is still our quarterback. Like that was one of McVay's first statements. Like, you know what I'm saying?
still his
Don't
team.
get right. Don't get this pick twisted, y'all. It's still Stafford shit. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, I'm down with him being freaky, but I don't want to see it in the game too. Like, put him in the preseason. Like, it ain't nothing to save. If he get blown up, then you still redshirt and carry ACL if you want. Saying
There was a dude on today with DeMarco and who's the dude?
Travis,
And they was like, because Travis was basically like what you said, and I think many Ram fans was thinking like our next QB is already in the league. Our next QB is playing in Cincinnati right now. Like,
right?
and dude was like, drafting Ty Simpson doesn't close the door on that. Like, all that is still open. Like, he's on a rookie deal. He ain't breaking the
Ain't no
bank.
money tied up in him.
He was
If
like,
2 years from now we want Joe Burrow, we can still go get Joe Burrow. We just got a cheap backup now.
and I was like, cool. But once again, like, I
Why
think
not get somebody for this season?
at some point, probably Saturday or Sunday, I started watching the playoff game from the Rams in Philly 2 years ago. And it was one play towards the end of the first half where we had Philly, we was down 13-10. It's maybe 3 or 4 minutes left in the first half. We had Philly on their own 4-yard line, 3rd and 14. And they threw a little screen pass to Saquon. And
Picked it up.
he picked up the first down. And they held the ball for the rest of the half. They got to like our 30-35, and we got a couple of sacks to take them out a field goal range. But I taped it. I was like, I'm gonna send this shit to Kareem. Because my first thought was if we had an Worry, because at some point in the shit, they like, yeah, the safeties play too deep. Of course, he shook Rosenblum. But it was Chris Collinsworth, because it was on Channel 4. He was like, yeah, the safeties, they went a little bit too far back. Like they was in some max protect type shit that they didn't need to be in. And so I was like, all right, Eamon Worry or somebody like that. That shit don't happen. And then the second point is they
That was
did.
2-0. Even Word was a rookie though.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, we wouldn't have had him then. I'm just saying
Right. Even Worry tight.
moving forward, right.
Mm. Right.
And then they held the ball for the rest of the half. And of course, that was my biggest sticking point from this last season in the Seattle game was what we couldn't do at the end of the half in terms of holding the ball. Like if they had got if we had got them out of that 3rd and 14 and we score, we go into the half up, we get the ball in the second half, we didn't do shit with it, but
we punted. Oh no, we stopped. We punted. We stopped them, and then he muffed it.
right. So I'm just trying to frame my frustrations. Because when I texted you and I was like, yeah, let me reread what I texted this nigga. And I said some shit about I'm in my lowest cycle as a Ram fan.
Right.
And it's crazy to say because we mad good. We got this great coach. The culture is great. We at the top of the news cycle, all this shit.
We the favorites for the bowl in SoFi. You know what I'm saying?
Which I could I mean, that's nice. And I'm not going to. So anyway, I felt like we, and I said it at the time, I feel like as much as people wanted to say Rams, y'all went in the snow, y'all hung with them, they was the eventual champs. My whole thing during that game, after that game, was like, fuck that. We was better than them. We should have won. We didn't win. They go on. They win the bowl.
Easy.
This past season, we just keep wetting the bed. Just keep fucking off leads. And as great as Stafford was, I was critical on him throughout the year. Like, he's leaving. I felt like I had seen him play better. I think at the end of the season, I finally realized, I was like, I've seen him be more clutch. He's better overall. His numbers are better. But to me, he's not as clutch as I've seen him be. And so I was on him for that the whole season, and we trick shit off and then get to the last game and trick shit off. And obviously, I mean, most of the Ramley feel like, yeah, we should have won it this year.
Most of America. You know what I'm saying? Not just the Ramley, just other commentators you hear speak on and say the same thing. Like Cowherd been on that. He said we winning it this year. You know what I'm saying?
And they would say it after the Philly Super Bowl. They would. How many times did you hear? This was the team that gave the Eagles their best game in the playoffs. And I don't know, man. I feel like in the NBA, maybe I've seen squads have these multiple bites at the apple, not get it done, and eventually get it done. I can't think of too many examples in the NFL where teams kept getting there in situations where they should have won, didn't win it.
Well, I mean, Buffalo went 4 years in a row, but they didn't win none. So we don't want to do that. But I mean, as far as having that consistency of going,
I mean, in Buffalo recently,
they're doing it now, right?
Have been, and you losing to Mahomes. All right. I mean, as much as we get mad at losing to New England twice, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. They're like, "Oh, you lost to Brady twice? You supposed to lose to Brady, like
right?"
But losing to obviously I can't. Who's
Sam Darnold?
And Jalen Hurts.
Nah, he's in that same category because they love not giving him his love.
The jury's still out on him. So, I mean,
we ain't lost to no headbangers. It ain't like when we was losing to Brady.
Right. Or
none of these dudes are going down as legends.
Or Bradshaw. I mean, right. So, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, shit.
We got to get another one. I mean, I think we got to get a couple more. And I've been saying that for a minute as far as McVay's genius status. Like if McVay is this dude, we gonna get more than one, and we gonna go more than once. You know what I'm saying? He has to get there and win multiple for all this genius shit to actually be true. I mean, this, his tree and all that, his tree is dope, all that shit. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta win more, man. So I still feel like that's still the time. We get another one in SoFi, then he has two both in SoFi. Now he on his way.
So where does Madden rank?
Yeah, because he only got one. And see, it's crazy because I feel like his legacy grew after coaching.
Yeah.
Which is still on the table for McVay. They could be playing Sean McVay football in 10 years.
Landry.
Huh?
Tom Landry got two.
Shula
got two. I mean, because I'm trying to think who else got one.
Tower?
Man, Cowher ain't no damn great coach.
He not?
Hell nah.
Wow.
Tomlin
he said, man, Cowher ain't no damn great coach.
Tomlin better than him.
And he got one.
Right.
And it was with his shit. It was with Cowher's shit.
Right, which Tony Dungy is like, let me introduce myself into the chat because I only got one.
But none of them had the love that, even Madden. Madden wasn't considered he was a young head coach.
Gruden
had some of that, but he had off the field shit.
He still only got one, and the one he got was with Dungy shit.
Nah. It's funny because I'm basically thinking about Belichick and Parcells. Those the ones, you know what I'm saying, that got that genius label that I think, and Andy Reid. But you're right. It's a lot of coaches that get that only got one or two. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree. I mean, McVay is going to get more. He going to get two or three.
He has to. You know what I'm saying? He got too much hype.
But don't put me in my grave talking about, nigga, you can die in peace because the Rams going to get a couple more.
Oh.
Fuck that. I want to see them.
Absolutely. Shit.
I want it to be next year. I feel like we should be going on a three-peat.
Next year is a good one to get. If you keep getting the ones in SoFi, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? If every time the bowl comes to SoFi, you make sure you get it, your career will be okay, McVay. And so far, you 1 for 1. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yes.
Because even if we get it, I ain't going to say it.
Nah, don't say it. Because if we get it, it's going to be sweet. You know what I'm saying? In SoFi.
Right. Which is
all three of these NBA games is going at the same time.
How was that?
The other one just started. Who was that? Denver and Minnesota? Detroit and Orlando ain't over yet. And then Oklahoma City and Phoenix at the half. They got to do something about that. This ain't college.
Right.
Oh, he pushed.
And they already, it's...
Orlando about to go up 3-1. It's funny because we had that text with Rich Clay, remember? Because Orlando was dogs in that playing game against Charlotte.
Really?
The one that put him here. Remember, Rich Clay sent that text out. Like, how in the world was Charlotte favored tonight? And then I was saying how Oklahoma, I was like, Orlando wasn't even supposed to be a playing team. I was like, they've been hurt all year. You know what I'm saying? They don't sleep on them. I didn't think they was gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? But I had been on Orlando all year because I was fucking with Franz Wagner when Bankero was out. Then when Bankero came back, Wagner went out. And I started fucking with Bankero. I think I fuck with Bankero probably more than anybody in fantasy.
Who
But
are they
now they
playing?
about to go up,
They playing
huh?
Detroit?
Yeah, the 1 seed. Has the
Mm.
1 seed ever went out in the first round?
Yeah.
Seattle beat Denver, but that's when it was 5, right?
Nah, that probably was 8-1. But I know.
No, but it was only 5 games, I thought.
Oh, right. That might have been, yeah. In a 7 game, I don't know. But I know the Knicks got Miami too when they
Mm.
was the 1 seed. The year the Knicks, that was 99. The year the Knicks went to the finals and got swept by San Antonio.
Okay. Okay, here it go right here. 8 seeds. Miami beat Milwaukee. Philly beat Chicago. Memphis beat San Antonio. Golden State beat Dallas. New York beat Miami. Denver, Seattle. We had the oldest ones. New York, Miami was 99. Denver, Seattle was 94. All the other ones was in the 2000s. That's crazy. We the old men. We remember the 90s shit. None of them ones in the 2000s I remember.
Right.
That's crazy. They just put it up as soon as we was trying to figure out who they was. Because
Speaking
now
of,
they own it. Now they like, hold up, nigga. The 1 seed about to go out. When does this happen?
nah, these playoffs they've been
Unpredictable. Because we weren't supposed to do Houston what we doing. Remember, we haven't podcasted since then, but I was like, it's no way. Like I couldn't see a way that we could beat them. You know what I'm saying? But after game 1, I posted Lakers in 5. After game 1, I was like, oh, we can beat them. They trash. You know what I'm saying?
and that was without KD.
KD. But KD only played that 1 game.
After game 2 is when I started to be like, oh, okay, well, shit. Maybe they can win this series.
Right now, after game 1, I posted Lakers in 5. After game 2, I posted Lakers in 3. I was like, oh yeah, Houston don't want to win this series. You know what I'm saying? Because they were saying that all year, how they just not together. I guess KD got a burner account and was shitting on all his teammates. Supposedly he shitted on Sengun for real, like, you know what I'm saying? But they was like, they just not together. You know what I mean? They not pulling on the same rope, so on the same end of the rope. So it's not gonna take much for them to be like, man, fuck it. And I feel like it's crazy because that's the thing that we do have now. And I give a lot of it to Marcus Smart, dude. Like he's coalesced the team like we ain't been in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like he do all the little grimy shit that it make it hard for you not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got a dude on the squad like that, it's like, man, I don't know. We are doing that. And, I mean, clearly, because we ain't got nobody. You know what I'm saying? We got LeBron, and I don't even know how we scoring other than him. I mean, he not even scoring that much.
Right.
He doing the other little shit. I'm not. I mean, I ain't never seen no smoke and mirror shit like this from us. I mean, I can't really remember. Usually, when our main niggas go out, that's it. Magic and Worthy got hurt, we done. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, I mean, this like wow, these niggas. You know what I'm saying? This shows what a real team unit can do, as opposed to just 5 dudes with more talent than y'all. Because Houston got more talent. Because Cowherd did that shit where you rank the players on
Player.
both teams. Right. And he's like, LeBron would be number one, and then Houston would probably have the next five dudes. You know what I'm saying? And usually in that kind of scenario, you can't win like that. But they doing it. You know what I'm saying? And again, I give a lot of it to Marcus Smart, dude. That dude, I love his game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I loved him since college. And it's crazy because people always talk about how he ain't got no O, and I'm like, yes, he do. Y'all forget in college, dude, he used to get buckets, but he can play D too. And in the league, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody got O, but most dudes was a scorer. You know what I'm saying? It's the dudes that's able to sacrifice that part of their game and really become good at something else, you know what I'm saying, that can hang on, because it's only going to be three dudes really on each NBA squad that's the scorer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, you got to figure out another role. You better become the rebounder or the passer or the defender, because, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what LeBron had trouble doing at first. Like LeBron, we got scorers now. We know you can score. We know you love the ball in your hands. But on this team, that's not our best way of playing. You know what I'm saying? And it took him a minute, but he figured it out. And Marcus Smart, he been doing that. Marcus Smart is like, I ain't got no problem playing a role. Actually, I'm a relish this role.
Right. Nah, I wanted Marcus Smart. I want the Lakers to get him. Like that was, and I just pulled up that draft.
His draft, he
Because
went high, right?
he went sixth to Boston. Boston took him one pick ahead of us. We took
Damn.
Drew Randall.
Okay.
Right. And
That
it was
wasn't
like
bad.
that was the start because I mean, I think Kobe retired in 2016 because that was part of my calculus. Like, because I just remember, like, I think this might have been the first time we had like a lotto pick, probably since like
Ever. Since Worthy.
Bynum, probably.
Okay.
Like,
Makes sense.
and I mean, we low key got that one right.
Bynum? Nah.
And then we have in this pick, and it's, like I said, Kobe was still in the mix. And I don't know why I felt like Marcus Smart would have suited him better. I just felt like it was real important we get him in that draft. And we didn't. We got Drew Randall and was in the lotto again next year.
It took Lonzo.
Nah, that was probably D Russ. Yeah, that's when
Okay.
we got the 2 pick and took D'Angelo Russell after Cat. Because
And who
going
went
into that
third?
draft, as that season was ending, Cat was supposed to be the second pick. Like Jahlil Okafor, that cat from Duke.
Oh, yeah.
He had been the presumptive number 1 pick senior year of high school, freshman year of college. And then they got into the draft process and somehow
He was unathletic,
Cat passed him up.
which was the right decision because Okafor ain't even in the league no more.
Right.
That's
Didn't
crazy.
didn't last long at all. Porzingis went 4th that year. Devin Booker went 13th.
Damn.
They was all off that squad. Like, remember that was the year Kentucky damn near. I mean, they could have had. They was five-ish. Like they had 5 cats. Trey
Because
Lyles,
Book didn't even start, huh?
right? And they had a little point guard. Little dude who was just coaching at Kentucky. Now I think he at Memphis, but anyway. And I mean, Kentucky, they cupboard wasn't bare. Like they probably still had them twins, the Harrison twins. They had probably just came off going to the Final Four, and then they come in with this ridiculous ass class.
Right. And still didn't win it.
Right. Nah. Then the next year we take BI second. We had the second pick 2 years in a row.
And came out of it with D'Angelo and BI.
Took BI instead of Jaylen Brown.
And then the next year took Lonzo instead of Tatum.
Yeah. You watched that? Go ahead. Say your point on the draft. I was about to.
I was just gonna say, but it ain't no telling how those dudes would have panned out playing with LeBron
or Kobe at this point. Like these dudes, BI, I don't think played with Kobe, but D'Angelo and Drew Randall did play with him.
Right. And then the other ones played with LeBron because he made us get rid of him.
Right.
But what was you going to say? Did I watch what?
Oh, this shit called Legacy on, I think it came on Hulu about the Lakers.
Nah, but I think I heard about it. Jeannie Buss produced it.
Probably. She plays a prominent role.
Because they were saying the other one she didn't produce and she was hot at. Winning Time?
Right, which was fictional.
Right. This was a documentary?
Yeah, this is all the real people are in it. You know, it's just a trip because I haven't gotten as far in it as like when the drama really start. Like around the time they picking Lonzo and shit. Like I think I'm just at the breakup of Shaq and Kobe. And Jerry West having left. And it was just a trip how Shaq and Kobe, like they obviously interviewing Shaq in today's world talking about what was going on, but he was just like, we did not fuck with Mitch Kupchak. And I know Mitch is gone now. But I don't know. I just feel like we've been chasing ever since Jerry West left, whether it was Mitch or this current dude.
Pelinka.
But I feel like it was Mitch who made all these picks we talking about.
And Magic. Because Magic wanted Lonzo, then he quit. He was like, I'm not going to be here.
Right. But, I mean, Lonzo was the last pick of this young core.
Right. But even if you get that one right, even if out of all of this we end up with just Tatum, you know what I'm saying? Because I think Magic was involved in D'Angelo too.
Yeah, I mean, he only liked to come out when shit is going well.
Right. But I just remember hearing Magic talk about when we drafted D'Angelo. He was with it.
I mean, and none of them was terrible picks. I mean, we was happy with all of them.
Right.
Until we traded them all. Like when we finally broke it up, it was like, all right, well, shit, it's LeBron. Like, what can we like y'all, but this is fucking LeBron.
Right. And it worked out. We got the bubble chip out of it. As much as people hate on that bubble chip, that was because we got AD for all our young pieces. So You know what I'm saying? I just think it's after the fact that Jaylen Brown and Tatum turns out to be who they are. You know what I'm saying? And we can say we took BI and Lonzo instead, you know what I'm saying, and D'Angelo. Because at first I thought D'Angelo was cool. But then he snitched on Swaggy P, you know what I'm saying? And it was downhill from there. Like this nigga's he cool, but he foul.
Right. The Lakers play tomorrow or Wednesday. They play Wednesday.
Mm,
And they saying AR is close to being back.
right. I would hold him out.
One
And
more
I feel
game.
or till the next series. And I feel like that was the good part about us not sweeping. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, OKC, we not ready for y'all quite yet. You know what I'm saying? Let us play with these niggas for another couple of days, and then we'll come get y'all. But like if we had both swept, if we had one yesterday, they had one today, they'll be starting that next series, you know what I'm saying? Probably this right, right. But even if we lose tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Not saying we have to do that, but if we did, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? I still wouldn't be tripping if that happened. If they go ahead and finish them off and we only get a couple extra days, then fine. But, I don't think it's the worst thing that our series goes on a little bit longer than us just sweeping them up out. Like, because then that starts to put Luca back in play.
Right. Or Phoenix, y'all win a fucking game or two. Well,
Right. Yeah, yeah. We can't count on that. They
winning.
done tonight.
Right. Because, I mean, shit, they started to get chinked up.
Okay, see? They lost the other J Will or the main J Will.
The main J Will.
Mm. Nah, it's been see, that's what I was saying. Like, you never know what happens in the offs. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, on paper, these teams look like the best teams, but you gotta get there fully healthy. Cause okay, look at Minnesota. They
Mm,
lost and DiVincenzo up 3-1 or 2-1 or whatever they up. You know what I'm saying?
they was up 2-1 when they went down, and then they still won that game without him.
Right. But I mean, how far can they go without him? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they put Denver out though.
Yeah.
You don't want that?
I don't know. I want the best teams in the mix, assuming that it ain't gonna impact us. That we
And it's
ain't gonna beat
crazy.
OKC.
And that's why I was like, all the tomfoolery is happening on the other side of the bracket. Okay, see, still like we still right here. You know what I'm saying? But like
We the only
Denver's beat up.
the game.
Right. Denver's beat up. San Antonio's beat up. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota's beat up, but that's all that other side. Okay, see, still like who got
We
next?
here. We right here.
Who else wants some? And then it's gonna be a wounded team waiting for him in the Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying?
And they're gonna be like the Lakers gave OKC their best series in the
Right, right,
they took them to 5.
right. Well, they swept everybody else. Man, I hope it don't end up like that, but that show is how it's looking.
Right. They should do reseeding like the NFL does.
Nah. Ooh, this would be the year for that too.
Minnesota, y'all go to OKC.
Right. With y'all wounded asses.
And Lakers, y'all go see San Antonio. Similac, San Antonio.
Right. And because when Wimby was in concussion protocol, I was like, ooh, I'm loving this, but then he back, and plus that's the other side. But that's what I was saying. Like you never know, you know what I'm saying? Look what happened. Wemby falls and hits his shit. Wow. And now what? You know what I'm saying? That could happen to any team.
Right.
Not wishing it on nobody, but I mean, shit. Shit happens. Last year, 3 dudes blew their shit out in the playoffs. That's part of it, is still being healthy at this time. You know what I'm saying? It's not just having the best team.
Right.
But it's just crazy to me that we fighting through that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like either way, we were saying it, second round was probably max regardless if it's gonna be OKC over there.
Right.
Because the game that both of them got hurt, OKC was digging us out. So,
Nah, I mean, and we also said Houston was our ideal first round matchup because
right.
if we had got to the 3, we'd be playing Minnesota.
Right.
Minnesota would be up on us 3-1 minimum. If not swept out at this point.
Nah, I mean, it worked out perfect for us too, shit, with our injuries.
Right, but you ain't you still being Mr. Realistic, huh? We can get through this one. And that's it.
I mean, I don't see us beating OKC without Luka and AR.
Okay, assuming they come back. AR.
Nah, if they come back, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? If they come back, I think we got a shot. Especially if they minus the J Will. That one J Will, you know what I'm saying? This the playoffs, man. And that's why I kept saying, even in that game when they routed us, I was like, this just a one-game setting. In the playoffs, you get to make adjustments on every game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to see what they doing. Like, it's not gonna just be they blowing us by 30 every game. Like, that's not realistic in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And if they missing one of their best dudes and we got our 2 dudes back, I think we would. I'm not saying we gonna win the series, but the way we playing right now, dude, you know what I'm saying? It's something to that. And that's the thing, though. I don't know how much Luka and AR coming back is gonna change that. Because it is gonna change it. Because a lot of these dudes that's helping us play like this ain't gonna be getting minutes when they come back. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be feeding Aiden like that. How is he gonna feel when he ain't getting the ball? You know what I'm saying? Kennard ain't gonna be going for 27. Is he gonna shoot the shots that he get when he don't get a lot of shots? Yeah, you can get 27 when you know you gonna get 15, 20 shots. You know what I'm saying? But now when them dudes is back and it's like, dude, you're gonna get 7 shots. We need you to hit 5. So it's kind of a catch-22. But at this point, I'm like, just win. Shit. And we'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the second round and then see who we got and what we can do.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I want Luka and AR-15 to come back, but I don't have much hope.
Of them coming back, or is it being enough?
In terms of them being OKC. But, you're right. Playoff basketball is different.
Nah. And it's crazy because
it's hard to say that when they sweeping through Phoenix like this, but
Phoenix ain't real though.
Right.
They won these, you know what I'm saying? It's so many of them other playing teams I was like would have been playing harder than these niggas, man. Like that I don't even want to get into them. But damn, it was something I was just about to say.
About them coming back. Playoffs.
I don't even remember. Damn it.
Yeah, because I was saying it's the playoffs. And I was like, it's hard to say that when OKC is sweeping through. And that's what got you on the tangent about Phoenix.
Right, on how Phoenix don't even care. I don't remember, but I just know that it wouldn't be the same as them just beating us by 30 every game. You know what I'm saying? If we not if shit, we are gonna play them again. Without AR and Luca, it could be that. But if Luca can come back, Luca's the key to me. AR would help, but Luca's the one that's shown he can go head up with Shea. We still need to see what AR got in the playoffs. His playoff record is spotty. But Luca's like, man, I put Shea out before with less. You know what I'm saying? If y'all keep playing like y'all playing right now, that's like what I had when I was in Dallas. So I would want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I would want to see that.
Right. Well, shit. Hopefully, we get a chance to.
Right. Nah, because I feel like at some point Lucas should be ready for the next series, even if it ain't at the beginning. Because it's getting close to the 4 to 6 weeks that they were saying when he went out. You know what I'm saying? And he's starting to do drills and shit. So I feel like if even if, because I guess the first two games will be on the road. They were saying like game three at home could be, you know what I'm saying, his first game back. And I'd take that.
Yeah, man.
Well, shit, damn, we pushing 2 hours.
Right. Complaining about these damn Rams.
Right. We got a little bit of hoop in, but shit, next week hoop is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, in a similar place that it is now, if not getting better.
Right.
So we could always jump on that.
True that.
But yeah, I guess we'll stop it right here then, man. Thank everybody that's been listening. Y'all been giving us some great feedback. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all. Try to make those adjustments that y'all suggest. And please continue to subscribe. I see those going up. Share, like, you know what I'm saying? And thank y'all for tuning in, man. We'll see y'all on the next one.